So unfa car mo bi da. Any be unim as it says. All the car bo bi as usually na be no. Obebo no kan nyina.
Yeah.
So maybe sa unye hia no ne ma okoka say or ohia emwa yensan. But seriously, if I'm a company a brand now, he'll be the last person I will be looking at for. Say be I'm a POB, I am na a ambassador. No. I would have waited for a while. It be a mammy time. I mean steady in share. So on something connect be ma. Because obi am pay.
Okay.
No, obi am pay so obi adi female can the brand that why you match. So I believe senka onye na chop and
yeah, you know what it do.
Ye na chop and point.
Guess what?
Na ye nyina yen sync with the emotion.
Last piece.
But man suddenly medicine yes na mommy and I'm signing me and there be yes and you are taking advantage of the situation.
Guess what? From today, I am no more children's president. This is weed. This Canadian loud. Everybody should smoke weed. You do. Guess what? Last piece. Best weed ever. This Canadian loud. The feeling is different. Guess what? From today, I am no more children's president. This is weed. This Canadian loud. Everybody should smoke weed. It will help in your mental health. From today, I am no more the children's president. Ghana showbiz industry. Funny face is out.
Okay, it's Ghana showbiz industry. Funny face says he is out. Onimuni chakendiano onimuni ejumayo bia sese no. Osi sese no we dina no bekoswa na washe. Ene obehu no ni videos ni bi ma nantampi ya bone sesebi mikokromoti ayaya toto asobe edu ene esina no ene nsema eko wiase efa no ho nyina na oka odidi amanfo atem odidi obi obeben ne baby mama bia no se one nada aso obi one ni baby mama beka se bia no funny face se ni pakro ene ni baby mama no ada ne nsema wo keka na se ne doso nyenya na ye radio friendly nsem no attention a whole lot, but this particular video a new one here or the abetu joy the ase no dinkra na minim say and crab na would I don't know if he's contemplating suicidal thoughts and na bibi sadi antino ye bese mo ben no mo ntwe men na mo nhwe na wankwan kodini ho nsomoni bia na kodini ho boni bia was for high piece 104.3 entertainment review bre asomidi ola Michael na metremu amamini apanyi kwisi aboaje efrisa bre akopinse no na bebode ye ba be di entertainment ho enkomo na mamini kai mi shara na de funny face me de enkomo aye di fa funny face ho abra wode ka akobo mami abra bi ni nananum bi ye chini tumu yi no okodware wo poano na oni Kofi Adoma kodi nkomo aye bedi hu nkomo United Showbiz ana Miss G etimu no enkomo aye di ni wo ho make se me die me a company pa as at that time no I do not think say make any attempt to want to work with Funny Face metren kakra because aye no aye sa ti metren kakra any the ababe to me o say no or say yen tonkra entro bia say wonye children's president bia biem entertainment industry oni mu to kwanta ya pai say no tampena no berry na afi wonu no sai encouraging go for say omon rain tampe oh erade be sure bawati
from today I am no more children's president. This is weed. This Canadian loud. Everybody should smoke weed. It will help in your mental health. From today, I am no more the children's president. Ghana showbiz industry. Funny Face is out.
Okay, it's the announcement in I'm making. I personally feel that I'll say a ayaresabia. I think I kind of. I think so. I kind of. Wow, when you share video ni BBR, you see, say he's not looking good. He's not looking good, and he's not looking all right. He's looking a bit aggressive. So you be here one or Timmy. Anyone want said be or why you yare no etimi didn't come out Timmy show only be to attend to him. And this idea man here yenim de beside but ebusian 8 year pamcho funny face. He needs attention. Yenji and tampini friend. Some of these substances that are abused trigger a lot of mental health situations. Some of these substances trigger maybe.
Benjamin. Why?
Wei foforɔ koraa sɔfo elder ed Japan Tilly artist Ediaba elder Japan Tilly where Pentecost said down Pentecost said down PIWC Pentecost International.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We different.
Yeah.
We I said, you bet me that
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
from but still, it was a Pentecost for mum penyum gidi.
Oh yeah.
I'm more youth, na saying for no, but you know, na say we are foodie, and a baby amu pen gidi but penifona de amu nyume near da from boko, and then suit me the dad down.
Yeah.
Yamin Shirano, Yamin Shirano. Still, ya kwapa.
Yeah.
Say, Bibi Aboko there.
Kweku, how are you?
Yeah, Boko.
How are you doing? Hey, Shebi, how are you doing? I am fine.
Say, Bibi Aboko there.
Nyami adom.
Hey, Bragoju.
Raula.
Bacha Boko there.
Yanko Pandaro, Bibi Aboko.
Nice one, Aquabanso.
Yeah.
Hey, Bragoju, ne, Tilly. Bacha Mahu, dear, as I cross way in your funny face. Oh, Mufolo Kakra. Some of the things he says are very not too palatable. So one is careful playing it out for a tear for us to be who the course. But I try to pick baby like a clean kakra on said a bear a tear for so be a no be on who the course 1 10 year course a baby doing common now almost a fair idea of what is going on. But I was looking for the portion now as I was signing out of life. I think I've got it. Yep, Mami senior. Na omo ben no na busia muni baby or na me pancho mun take action.
Why be? Baby ama amani ama. This is where the road. Then I'm begging we are see how. Why be? Why be? Baby ama amani ama. This is where the road ends. Thank you, Ghana. I love you and thank you for supporting me. Hey, shout out to Adebayo. Shout out to Samuel Jan. Shout out to Bafo Jan. Muye nimbeti mibia. But Nyamishamu. Samuel Jan, Bafo Jan, Adebayo, Bolare, Father Dixon. I love you guys for life. Thank you for supporting me in my journey of Ghana showbiz. But this is where the road ends. I am done.
Tilly, we shall no patche.
So me in 2 ways. A big part of me feels he's giving up on his situation, which of course, Ghana who say Funny Face has gone through a very bad time before. And I really understand. Say it feels like he's giving up on himself. He's giving up on his situation and possibly life on its own. But another part of me also feels like this is the manipulative act he has been using. These are people he respects. These are people he's been trying to get favor from. These are people who have come to his aid. In a way, Mihuni said this is also another manipulation tool or use it to asenya why you be by then these people will go back running to him. Oh, funny, don't give up. We'll take care. Oh, brother. Oh, sir. Then they come back to his aid and they come and give him. So in 2 ways, it could be that he's actually really bowing out. As a like, who said to keep up. But calling these people out, where we've seen say in previous times, what can say? Eja, you are trying to live a better life. And I who say in recent times, so we travel amount for Emilia broke the money at the and you are trying to get on the good side of people like Father Dixon. And to see that in the same stance now, okay, say you are done, no. Oh, boy, moody, catch on how much you appreciate them and your a bit of me sees it as very manipulative. As I may go with the way we are no matter how my body and bano, me hear my bra boom to you.
No matter how they.
My body and bebano.
You only frame. Can say we are
no matter how the situation
situation, okay.
But I would I
Okay, it sounds a bit
it sounds harsh.
Yeah, very harsh.
I apologize. I retract and apologize.
It's okay.
No matter how the situation I will still need these people in my corner. And see, that is where I see it to be manipulative. And you know, where do you draw the line? You are able to draw the line between who you need and who you can threaten to harm. What you say? And you know, because a full blown you have no control over. But if within the full blown, you are able to differentiate people and you still know, say, you need in your life. Or it could also be that, as I said, he's just having a very typical or very bad episode.
Nese Osha ebia na sene woka no efa baby ebia na bibi bine ye no eha no and efa baby so ebi so na ne normal na agenda setting I say or sheda I bongo for din na who say but this time around no for some days now videos so ye nyina no ntampisina no
someone give me up. As I said, right now on your children's presidency, because when you are a mentor or when in Kwarahu as mentor now you are forced to live by a certain lifestyle, live by a certain standard because you can say, oh, you are a role model to a lot of children. And say, Matisse, Baumia, Debia, or Yawo, Bawi. In Kwara, announcements, area. In Kwara, I say, oh, hosting Kwara for party. This is not Funny Face will be there. Children's president. Funny Face. Baumia.
Oh, Doctor Sam now.
Hey, yeah, Dr. Baumia.
One for Doctor Nankana Made for from.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dr. Baumia.
Yeah, Vice President Sam now.
Yes.
His Excellency.
Yes. But at this point, he's not operating as that. He's operating as a running mate, as a flag bearer, you know.
No, he's still Vice President.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey.
What
will he come and do? What will he come and do when he comes to power?
It's all reason
No, he's doing it. Or a vice president, sitting vice president of the Republic of Ghana.
I don't believe it.
And Osaye, the running mate, is it the presidential candidate for the ruling party?
I don't believe it.
Say, what case were Johnny vice president?
No. I didn't know anything. Say you're wasting the no baby. Which we say with the role of.
Oh yes, Daibo. Nah. What's your how? Was it or mobile day?
Ombe host. I think the last week. It was the last 2 weeks. Ombe hosting Kwara area hog, but we malam hog just for fun. You know, as a fan fair.
As a children's fan fair.
Yeah, you know, in your campaign strategy, no, just to get because. No, but how crown or bow? The parents is remember, and parents is of voting age. What you say? You know, strategy. You know what I mean? And you know, one of the people are not more pushy pound for as what they are coming to use to entertain the children there. Hey, a funny face, children president, funny face. You know, what you say? And if somebody like that, you who say now as somebody I do cast a one and crown any children's person crying John and Ghana have paid the way our life is tied into your culture and your moral values. So we see somebody like that saying say now or promoting weed munshibia let us say now wow bekano he might as well say that he's no longer the children's president, which is one thing he did to me in Minnesota. At least he understands where he is and his situation and how it can affect his potential businesses and the brand he has built. At this point, Funny Face is single-handedly destroying his own brand. Our build on an offer because you know there was a time as a comedian he wasn't going on stage, but as a children's president, we used to see him all over places where event and schools, and all those things. I know say it gave him some small coins at least only trying to. But if at this point as a comedian you said you've bowed out in the showbiz industry, as a children's president anka corporate bodies anyway juma in that regard maybe mo koye brand activation bi wo for nkwara na bibi a mo de okono eno so una wo se wonye biom, which means the funny face brand na kasa o kunu at this point. But there's another part of the audio samati won ho nya me say e beba ho a on a medical issue no
wait me the account because I can't play because of the insults.
Yes,
that
but I think say Hona Emma me feel say he's also being manipulative in all of these things though, because I think say funny face pair where I said I feel the nature the attention that comes with when he's like this. Oh brother, oh funny, I try to call you funny pick because normal Kenya. There's a certain level of entitlement or feel so Ghana for owe him something. Sure or call jail by ya or coming out no. Did you see the line of conversation with even your friend is Kofi Adoma,
yeah.
How to get back in our good book that kind of thing. I say or feel say as long as I have funny face no Ghanaians owe him something, Adebayo owe him something like they owe him that kind of thing. Ain't no say enquire nothing with charge so see the kind of things funny face said to medical or see he would actually on a life medical or if we are not or they share mental health you see that is where Mikasa as a he's just being manipulative.
Yeah,
so what to make Mikasa will make and I don't know why he's still working around. They should pick him up by now. Because what threat is another person. Yes, say or man, if say if you do this, I'll still obey straight. Now me na share mental health. This is very premeditated. What when we say so or di medical bonia, the only way he can get out and still come back and Ghanaians will case him is to say a mental challenge.
Mami, entry wadrin see Bibi Sokakra. Abna Koko. What is all can and same be say that bongo phobi diasen go phobi bewu any ade. What who be that?
Okay.
No, me perceive who share say na me wadrin see ade so.
I don't know her for that.
Say or ye video na or bongo phobia so mo bewu ya me betu amoka
na betu aka de yes what tepa ba say or the wo say na medical funny face.
So not in the same line of not in the same usage of words though.
Maintain that but na betu aka de matepa say na mateda.
I have a video of her that she was mentioning some people are more disappointing or people are more say or say my yen boni or say omunyina be wu bako.
But you see with the funny face one ne wona or kato medicals no okay as he performing the act. One can say wu you know say we are here wu and now we be yo me dey wish nyame say we be yo near there, but this one he's saying it as somebody who wants to do something to the guy and now on one be taking it upon himself say sir owo na o kan no e beto medical and that is a problem because what he will use as an escape route say the be share a mental health. So you see it when you fan share ya no and I find shesel on one I say now and now joining now is just a symptom of the area no.
Charlie again mental health is a complex issue.
Okay. I know I actually know but I would like to believe say the no it all comes down to the mental health challenge that he's going through.
It's a complex issue. It's a big complex. So sometimes so like if you are not you might look at things differently. And I okay, be on so be so that you see no.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's the perfect alibi. As you are saying, it's very complex. How do we ascertain say this is not just a cover?
Obi bet me aye be say na was okay.
Yeah.
So also obey no they share
mental health.
Yeah. By that statement, I mean if so be assessing within that period. The person I will be or therapist be assessing within that period.
Yeah.
You can probably is likely to know say he was not himself, that it was not his real self Kasano.
Okay,
that he was probably in a cycle
an episode.
Or he was having a relapse on an episode, any of those names you want to give. So so no wakabida, and this is not a first wakasa to be no wakabida. Then you ask yourself okay no what happened after cancer and he ended up in a psychiatric hospital, which means maybe he wasn't himself.
A big part of me says that all this can be a symptom of the problem, because usually mental health, you don't see the issue, you see the symptoms of it, and then people are omakwadare wo mu no na mbeka say oh pesa ne ye we or yare we what you say. And all this could be a symptom of a much bigger problem. I don't have the whatever knowledge to come and diagnose, but I'm saying say it could also be as well say or you see the idea and the well established fact say obieni Morgana has said he has a mental health challenge, to actually perpetrate certain act he could have just gotten away with, and I'll wait to me die.
Because me back or just me share videos in Libya. Sometimes the way I watch some videos, probably and any part don't know her videos I if you are me mute video no, I don't want this. I just want to watch Nipano how or behaving, and most of the time you are able to see Nipa Bibri Timika and Sembia Anna, they are not themselves. But anyway, Bragojo.
Right.
Unia Kanu.
Yeah. I can't hope you na sad say Eniama sa esan koso. Encheye amani okomu okonya akwansia de ka akọbọ obi ni maame ni nananom a ede oko pie anyenya me na eso mu a anka ebia anka ba bia de ne ko pie enye and sa incident ne happen you know amanfo bebre ka say eyewitness ano mo ho mo ka say ebi mo ka say na wa nom nsa to clearly no obetimi hu say na kan ni da ho a ka sa de no kra no ensi
yeah
eno abetwam waba wabesre Ghana for so see omo form oboni nchew wasachra. And recently this TikTok guy Cookman we say Cookman or a TikToker
okay
oni ni team nyina ko ni fie ho ko siesie ni dem nyina e penti ni fie ho no mo e do ni fitire nyina mo ne ne live worship master mo agane e bafo jan mu nyina ko ho a chese
the live worship
yeah almost set a platform almost to nyum chese it was emotional boys na de in fact na omo boa say ebe boa na yenua no ne ho atimi aye aton because me
ache
oze
me share ni fie no video sisi ana me hu new page
ko ni page wa be hu
ni page wa na me gina
wa man tikora
oh okay
oh yeah any be wa man tikora wa hu na efe because amount for any day so ade boys na ye no a boy ni team na ye no it is part of ade betimi aboa no ma na healy eye de yi na yanka bia nsem kra na chese we asamba obi obeka say funny face enko bibia mu na say oyo okay no me ne nya adwi bibia kire say funny face is not okay, which wako eye commenter
okay, I've seen it on his page with Asamoah and the rest, and as a Bafo Jan so cool.
Bafo Jan so
yeah all right
wahu what me akoma wako psychiatry home ye hu say bibi say no onye okay ama wako dimre wo kakra sana ye ja no ema no diaba en emra sa accident ne ka so accident ne see no me asama me kan ne say yemra ye ka so case say ne ho ato ne omra fi no dey further checks na facility na bia obe release them because at bia no na so oba bonten a obetimi atwika because oyo okay say ono abetimi a drive and say all driving na say bibi oba be enye ono nko na ne ho betimi akam society no so no e bambo be na ye dey bo society no when amanfo go through such situations because say bia or trigger bia de obey enye ono nko na ne ho be kire. We saw that evidence enye nyame a ankasa amofra no ne ade no bia bibi ya now cry almost state to wo say bia omunya effective cry yenim ba bia ye ade no kokko say na ni okomu nyina no yes de enti ebe mo obi enya tema na so we be go hard on him. They say enkofo be brain so ayeden akọ tibia bi mu saa omo so mu guso ewo society ma omo obo bra na mu den na be ma wo de na be den se obetimi afrim fi se ono pe ene obi obetimi aboa ne ho ama saa de na ayeden afrimu esan se yehun se Paniface Ghana for edono pa o wadofo bebre wo krom ha niema awuye nyina omo awdidi o matem panifo adidi o matem nyina no bebre na asanya atema bi ye de ema samwajan on countless occasions oye ne soccer way ono wa na ekoba they are trying say obia be pokura na omo ombe boa no wasan pagya esiwo na so biom omo ne okokọ ya ma we saw say go here nyina kra ba ma ebeda na trend wo Ghana kire say Ghana for head of Paniface na onu momo na metimi aka say ondo ne ho esan say odo ho pa we nom any ade ebetimi aboa wo na trigger sa ade na ukomu no obi a wo such a condition no ade na office say o smoky a na be boa mo atimi I go through so because I'm for a bit more key allegations say such to buy now or done it, and then a man yes no a ye
smoking
smoking and then some nomini I don't know because it be a one no be a ubetimi a reason no be a who go through something and now sign the sign name we be can a boy mouth and finally on one the about to me ni say me follow me who say be our back live crowd wedding old smoky da enti allegations be encrofo ye no ye betimi aka so be ya atesa because ye mfa ye ni hu ye no ye nim but se no wa be confirm actually say omo ana omo gidi say nia o ye nyina fiti so many years a o ye nyina no enye ono no pe no ye saa de no because of saa tibie no ama memi say ene magia di say sa esan say wakomu okwa awoba okwa awoba yehu se wa be fine recently about 1 or 2 years oba back uko ye interview so na obi ehun se why e kama am for obo aba so through that krobenya ambassadorial deal bia or signing enti how fortunate can you be and I say how lucky can you be say de bia no unipa kro Ghana for okọ na waba na omo de ache okọ no aba na omo de ache ebi mu nya ne saa o obi wo ho a ade ba ko pe bi no ye eno anu no wantimi ampagya biom baro ya hu se wako off saa but still oguso awoye and obi a u smoky when you have an issue wa just me say oh mental issue now oguso a u smoky a blazy edit Ghana for say na say onye ready say obe free saa tibia no eno tie bedu saa empempenso ya na say eye authorities and I say society no omo bo enkrofo e wo saa tibia mu eho ban no omo timi ye den sorry na say ne ye be san abefa na ko bitibia ye hwe enkrofo omo wo saa wo how mu a ne ye bo ne ho ba because ebeboa no eno na betimi aye a save because se si ono nko ati ne fie ho a otimi ye nia wope a ebesi ni tirim na we ena me ndi na tama na waso ne phone recently one hour ago ya video post here or they tripod and the stand in the park in the speakers e won ho a o smoky
na wa bon tampino or be said the asset after the tirim
salute me so high power wa no more and obi nso na ekura camera no obi kura camera no odidi na chi a ono no otwa timbusa say edum na bi say ya omo wo nso ehu hia pa say unipa akose yem say na wo de okura camera gina chi na ugusu san record owi a no wa de wasan ba be posti ebi abeto Ghana for anim say Ghana for enhwe tibia wo de okomu enunti say ye be ka say onko bibi ono no onim nia okomu ene ne yare a ema ne yesa de no me I don't want to doubt him say ebia wa sheda na say on sheda nemom no oman ne so ewo no so no emra ne ade ye de egumu whether yare ne ma wo de kansem bia ebetimi akọ obi no ese emra nso etimi hwe na ba bia ese because see ye ni free a me gidi se ye de ne kosie ba bia okọ hodom na oba ya ehu se na ne ho ato no na ebeboa ema onu anka se watimi ayeden ahiri o say wa give up industry no ɔne moto nkwanta a wapae wayɛ bi wabɔ bra kama nti sɛ deɛ ɔnyɛ ɔni entertainment ne mu bie mu te wo a wo de wo ba bɛka no ne deɛ ɔno bɛkɔ mbibia wohwɛ n'anim sɛ na ɔka no wohwɛ video no na wohwɛ n'anim a clearly wotumi sɛ bibia den ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ funny face abrabɔ mu but ɛyɛ ɔno 80% ne ɔfa mu no ɛyɛ ɔno a and bibia kyerɛ sɛ ne yere ɛyɛ Vanessa ɔne ne nya issue no de bia okɔ through saa nneɛma yɛ ɔbɔ abayewa ne din wotumi sɛ no ne ne main problem sɛ awaregya yɛ ne nkɔla na ɔnyɛ dɛ ɔhuam no ɛno na ɛyɛ dɛ ɛma no ɛyɛ saa nneɛma yɛ a ɔyɛ nyinaa because ɔno anasɛm de bia ɔka Vanessa na ɔbɔ Ellen Bella Vanessa Ellen Bella but sibia bi say no sɛ wopɛ sɛ ofiri mu a ɛyɛ waa na ɔbɛboa ɔmo abɔnten deɛ ɔmba bɛsrawo ɔmbɛkɔ ɛka nko a wɔ fi a sɛnea wode w'abrabɔ bɛyɛ no ɛnyɛ obi na ɛbɛkyerɛ wo sɛ fa w'abrabɔ ɛyɛ saa waa na wobɛka sɛ o mame nyɛ wei ɛno sɛ waahu na wammoa ne ho a ɛnya deɛ ɛnɛ ɛne ɔkyena ne ho bɛtɔ no anaasɛ sɛdeɛ yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛhu no sɛ o funny face ayɛ okay a ɔnkɔyɛ saa nneɛma no biom no ɛto bɛtwa but ɔmo nso ɔmo bɛn no ɔmo ayɛ bi ɔmo ne nan fufuo a onim wɔ kurom ha ɔmo try ɛnyɛ easy asamoah gyan ne nua ɔmo abɔ ɔmo ho mmɔden but so ɔfɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ yie nti ɔmo give up on him deɛ a I think sɛ ɔmo sɛ ɔmo pɛ ɔmo baa bi tena na emu no yɛwɔ bea a nkurɔfoɔ a ɔmo akɔ saa TV mu yɛde ɔmo kɔ ɛno nti ɛhɔ na me recommend sɛ yɛmfa ne nkɔ hɔ ɛne sɛ ɔbɛtena hɔ akyɛ anaasɛ ɛhɔ koraa na ɔbɛtena for the rest of his life ɛna ne ho bɛtɔ na because aside everything no funny face ɛyɛ a Ghanaian star Ghanafoɔ ɛpɛ n'asɛm eti sɛ yɛtumi hwɛ ne yɛgye tom sɛ yɛn nua na mpa wɔ kotu because ɛnyɛ me ɛyɛ me wanwa sɛ nea ɔyɛ nea wanya wɔ abrabɔ mu nyinaa no obetumi ahyɛ da aka sɛ because nea ɔyɛ no olusu more than nea ɔbɛnya sɛ ɔba abɔnten brands a wa endorse wɔn sika adwuma a odi film ba na waba na wa set camera na wa be smoky na wa keka nsɛm to get what funny face was great following can social media more reactions pa Ghana has celebrities no funny face can be pa so say wo tu o pamo omo do wa omo timi ba eyi to omo kotokom sika ema osika just because of o pesa o trend no I think said deep behind it no niema the air koso e na abrabo mo it is see ade asamaja mo antimi menyini se obi anso betimi esan se wo kwa wo be o nenenda
what do you mean say onyini se obi betimi
o ne nti obi antimi ne say onye ne nete o kwasra no
one ba say what suggest say sorry a better say a be man no award psychiatric hospital
say ho ne de
e ho de on betimi
e ho na me say e ho de me see yemfa ne kwasho because ho no ye bia enema e koso wa e professionals e no ho
you know in going through the life, like some of these things, when you see that, then you want to find out, say, on one etifi. So on one etia.
Yeah.
With all these that are going on in his life, do you know what he goes through when he's alone? The things that goes on.
Exactly.
So
sure.
The stress, the depression, the stresses. So I feel pity for him most of the time, but because look, Obia will go through this mental disorder. Uhiya supportive family.
Yeah.
Like you need people supportive, people who can always be around you. Now when you are abusing substances like this, they'll make sure you don't even have access to it. Na ebiati say in Saria basa if you don't have access to all these things, that's a no murderer. You are very okay.
Yeah,
you are very okay. But when you are all alone and the people are more small.
Yeah.
How are they going to? Your friends, echo.
Me ni say we dey echo try.
I'm say kokora fire.
We the area me ni say echo try. We dey echo me say echo so dey na why dey fa.
And echo fire no. Oh, it it's a very challenging situation. No, I say a DKY program. He was there.
Yeah.
he was there. He was doing very okay. So then next year, suddenly within some few days, na BBI sign.
Well, now can say on
Charlie.
and it's here, and I say you need a supportive family. Sir, environment now you now be create you.
And the situation, how's he going to create that?
No, say allow for so round chain. And I say it be our till brother there, no. If you allow your family to come close to you, and Obi Beka say by this time no either or bow honor. But Obi one more or no quantity on pesa be an abusi and Ibia po ever banning chain. Obi or crack on her bepamo. Aside they be an anaphophobia, Obi be any point so more remono. It is an cornoano or honeyano, or to me allow Crawford, and yes, and Crawford, and anaphophobia. Yemra yenom yenidi yensaw enkrofo a omo dowa omo so u kwati bia boni mu ono abetimi di ne na si ho atimi akasa de a uye enya no but ono e bi o prefer so ono nko ano ese ni be ntina me ka so obi antimi kire se me be srawa eyemri tie bi
Meko.
mi wi a meko mi wi na meko a aka wo nko na wo dam ti se onama na Ellen Bella photo yi na ni hye super na jim.
And a photo is who bubone
them until so who said oh back I know you are not their two so or sending a no message or no or the picture or the camera not to picture and also
so imagine what he goes through
exactly
alone.
it de bia no ena ade ba kon so Ghana me who say a hard drink akra ni say so be state ade bi tiema or call how be more ye way ade no na ye hu ni say ade we die enya ade bia I betimi ama wakosa but ade no nso na ema nipa na ekom ye say papa wu anka ni kuro yewu ekuro nso na kum papa eti saade na ono ka say ade we na ha me Vanessa no abeka na to kese na Ellen Bella no aka nyina no
to kese ya amafo ebo ho da mi
what you see
amafo hu ana omu timi nyina
what you see
hwede ayo
eti oba fi say bia ohia ebi esika ana ohia support but sa ne ma na obosu nyina epacho enye no ka esika ka de wi asamwajan san ene ni nua baafo jan fa ne ball ne ho me sure say eden ya adwuma oni omo ye chinchin no kakra be ba ne botom ka sa de no wajai meaning say enye sa ne ma ni nyina ne mom se ebetie ne ma na o kan bi na say bia ne yire na bia omo be betimi aboa na say obetimi ne yire sia ana say obehu ne mofra no ne bia ehu say Ellen Bella ben nchen ba kukura no ha na bia megidi say bia no na be ma ne ho ato no ti see betimi aboa na ya try sa de no so in this time sir and kbia because me fan say normal because obi beka so obi onimomo a omoja ware yes it is like that but chale yenyepe yenyepe kura obi wo ho a
ya ne de
ade e be break no break you enti no edu ba bia na yahwe that side no so na ye se betimi aboa because say okay one hwe ya one day one day enye live biom enye live a video e be hu se ne ekosini bare bia e beti no na ya ante asem papa
agree how to say
say ya hold it brief am funny face now the opposite side of nkomo we nyina ebia maybe not make a bad person to the listeners, but I think say we use Vanessa so as a crouch for too long, because can you imagine how she's also
we're using it as a
crutch
okay
crutch for too long. As a when you're punching bag beer or using it for to the perfect excuse to disrespect the woman to all the time.
Ebiana bibia
yes na make na
yaobi
ya kan we but do you think said the funny face that they lady so no so lady no ni ya mu ana o na yen mental health na ento nchen because kojo king ka asem
I was saying
you would say oh mental health and yes say what kokra completely there are days where he has good health what you say and then onyane episodes no so in the time no if really funny face is somebody out senior kojo e kano o believe say he has a role to play e won na yaresemu a what do you think he should have done first, or what do you think he would have done first? Obepe obia betna ne nchen a sebe se eto de edi a nipa ne betimi aboa no, but see what he has done. Heard in Asia post by Genesis near dinner time, but as far as I've heard, Genesis has been very instrumental. If it's of course psychiatric buyer, he has been there. Now we are even talking about psychiatric hospital. Okoye, how did we see Fanny Face over there too? Well, who said the same to our online try video, the same thing. Your car said it is causing problems for him. Of course, psychiatric hospital. On the nurses, I think there was a video going on the nurses. Nimpo na just say vibe. I just said the Ghana system here, crampona. Well, maybe I need per day, I don't know. Or bet me all of that. But that is what we have seen. So why one? So we're thinking, say, at least Okohono. We would have seen something different, but we're still getting live updates from Funny Face, from the hospital that we thought was supposed to help you and prevent all of that.
I didn't understand why they even allowed that.
So now if we say we are taking him back, where are we taking him? Are we taking him to the same place, or are we taking him to another place outside of Ghana? And him say holiday or wow, when we were quite a home more, not my honey. Now the issue I make initially say, yes, I am sure there's mental health problem, but see how this man has verbally abused Vanessa. Yes, I am sure there's mental health problem. Now say you on medical way. You see all this respected lady, no, but it's the same lady Ellen Bella. You all show more into no combining the mental health as a woman, and now because or no you're reactive to say a Funny Face into as a bar. Now we are holding brief for Funny Face. Can you imagine being the subject of constant abuse online by a man away jano more penis and way chai? Meanwhile, who shed them back? Okay.
I'm just.
But I'm saying, if he
wanted
help, he would have found a way in the times that we be calm when the storm was down. He would have found a way to get right people around him and say, if I saw in the episode now, at least somebody that will help you with your medication, somebody who that insists at least obey the deal while you're taking your medication. No? Somebody your uncle told me what you say. Ain't if all the time we are going to say so, oyare, and then subject this woman to constant abuse online. Not just say to me as like my dream as a woman now. She's doing the little she can to take care of Sa and Kwarami new way plus the other children. Now they be online, they be Vanessa. Look at the disrespect of Funny Face. I'm out here goodness because or say medical and another medical who say and die and I mean medical studio no so dear or say and die but me that poor say die in poor. You are welcome, like you should be grateful. Chinchinacha.
No, but I think say some medical money they should try not to respond to him. They should try not to respond to now. Oh yeah, no more fear on Sanka Beam. We said on the last video and I made all cats were you know. Okay, I would yeah. It's a video no ever query. I was saying now he's ready for Obia,
yeah. I don't
know. I'm on for visual junior say to me a show so you are in there with me so ring cam lights. So
production
a microphone I said a music friend say set ho
set mood
production house full production
say no there no so na say ye wo sebe omo a uhu omo ebi omo ho atete
de
ehu a obeka se we de ne de omo nam abonte omo de da abonte omo se safem aduane credit no obi otubi du kwan ho a ohwe otwen ba ko bi la se nyina yegina kwan ho ka se ba yegina ho ama ka ni gina nsa ne nyina yetwam ekom de na otimi ko gina aduane ho edina ho atormente wa to se aduane ra no obeti bi ama no akoso anchesa adwen na asay kra it ono de so ono de ende oye okay
enye brain aneurysm
exactly ono de ende it is just say at pains no ba eno ntimi nya olusu control etine de anya say ontimi nsore na onti se enka enye sa ne ma na wo ye nyina ba se oyaw na wo kom no oyaw na office say ebia na ire edina famu ana say ohu ne ma ne sa ne ma no eno ne ba na e ma no wo ye overreacting.
I think he's not being honest to himself as a man as well. I think say he's just trying to escape accountability for, because me sure pass with the camera any microphone is even say anymore or no so to me in your mabia funny face at the year now no so a money you get it. But as I said, or the mental health no asuni mu na say
no they kata
or they mean at this point I just think say Ghana police should just pick funny face up, because if you are home now with me show who so now with me cause obeku another celebrity at least you pick you up now you check you
that one I agree
you pick you up now
because it's on video because I've seen a brand TBI say we wanted they bound to get 50,000 ton or so.
Because akoye leaders na what you get it.
It's equally the same.
And Timon picking it up, na mon checking, na mon pay a psychiatrist no on checking and say oh maybe time or kind no it was a temporal insanity thing or the kind. They will see no I'm serious. And then we see from there.
Yeah, na kwelo.
Then we see say from there no you're very referred no to a facility because guess what, it could be say Titi Hasa he's going to an episode na episode or they are found with proud be
and also bit me prano
na make no
especially with we are the last comment you never know
what you are saying
if say bibi and so no mube kofi ne bia sebi we prano ho and I say bia wo kunu ho you know, and what would you gain from that ye nya hwe in frame
okuni ho at least no ko but okuni opra obi a we kuni pa no na ono so to the life say two lives destroyed no because me sure say or you see and Ghana police will just pick him up, check whatever is happening, get a medical practitioner, check him, is he really in the right state of mind and or the mental health na excuse no or they no. Then from there you recommend a facility if you find out say a problem, because at this point I say acquire lip service when it comes to funny face. Can hoping say be a growing a name kakra, but until when are we waiting for something to happen to funny face or for him to do something to himself or for him to actually cause harm to another person and son or minor age na?
Okay,
what are you really waiting for at this point?
We are waiting for the worst to happen. Eric Fojo say or disappointed in medical say or responding na on the ono susu say funny face here therapist be na omwano na ontimi hwe na onye stable and say onye calm kakra say wo hwe ni dimina na wo hwe nanim in a video na you could see say oh is no well madam for madam for he say well Thailand or free India called Thailand no ne obi obi free Thailand your friends already
hey
okay only papa dia free Thailand or
na
at train mu
Thai
and I'm share funny face video no I'm share video no now I say papa and say this man I say papa didn't teach you no kind but this man needs spiritual help. I say ask my papa kind who also share this for few seconds so this guy needs spiritual
he could no enye joke na mo obia nwen se odi agro
no me hunu so odi agro
no unse the mo unse ya ebeka so otimi eba life
Joshua Selassie and a cancer
na dwuma a woye no
from Thailand
na dwuma a woye no nti se onya we are still and you see say o live that word no say so obi a fan so obi odi mate a sebe na adwen mu akanka behu na ogina kwa no pai akra because adwuma a woye de oye no it is as far as say what saw camera see no doesn't mean say oh you okay and if you be say medical respond creatives no do na face depression obia won stress a wo face
obia won stress
what ma say enti ebi mu na omo control omo ho a omo react enu nti no o be yes online games now obi ono so be face with ono so who ni say we are co-equals
that's a medical there by here
no what you say o buy one mechanic
yeah one video funny face because I know what you are going
what
through.
What you say I'm saying grind.
That is why medical response was irresponsible.
It was very
irresponsible of him. I think so he could have just cleared so say oh funny face me na nya sheda. But the ending part now okay was very irresponsible.
Na Emilia Brobe dey na.
The other tremeba.
And then Emilia Brobe kind.
No.
Responsible. The woman is saying kura funny face episode or attack wa. The Albert Kabia, obetimi or no be interpreting.
I understand. I understand. But I say what but some part no kind or the end and even if I did, you should be.
And so good anymore, Sana. Medical so anymore.
Whoa, you have been in the space and we have to tolerate will break down because of actually.
Our United Showbiz and chair cry. Na if you're a bad show no so. Na on Miss Jean comedy no. Ne restaurant be at that time. It's in a restaurant in the kitchen. BC restaurant, BC kitchen. Na or chese Nidia. And na meji ABC bisani muyi because na man force ebi musu di kan hint say o anya ne dia o front keke ebi so o person didi o free ntino a shede ye advertise ensem bebre but me pacho yentie di o ka che meji o wie ye no o sa ye interview so 3FM o sa ka different thing o na afi what has happened now near the ababe county madam yentie we kakrama.
Then yes, restaurant no cry and you would dear. Obina a high with say CEO dear.
What's the proof?
Meaning say ebia met me a be na my high CEO.
I'm the owner. I own the restaurant. And if you want there's public knowledge. You can go on public on youth like I said Google, put the restaurant's name in there. Look for who the director is there.
No, and see, registered general.
You can go. You will see my
registered
name.
in your name.
You will see Andrea Owusu.
Into Woodie.
Oh yes.
And yes, we'll be a BA and a special. Wouldn't then say Uncle for CMB sound.
Because the wine shop.
Yes,
and I believe I totally understand why they would think that. And I learned from that thing because that wine thing was just too much. I was also young. I was ignorant in so many things. But when, like I said, it's public knowledge. Who say I am media? Go to the registration.
And they advertising eats
Avenue.
All right, or say restaurant dia that time cross challenges here register in our office say no website na yenko check here now we say so nkoma odino 3FM
also then became a topic in of itself, but you call it your baby. So this is you. This is
I co-own it. Yes, I co-own it. Yes,
okay.
Yes. I do have a business partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what it is. You co-own the business.
Yes, I co-own the business.
Okay.
We both have our shares in it.
I see.
Yeah.
And that's why you're there every day. You can't afford to let it fail.
If I was a manager, you think I would care to be there every day but even with me, whatever job I take.
It is a wotie de o kan wa ha na o say co-own no ye den say me ni obi dia me chefa wom enye me nko amedia but the only meji so kan and so a different thing.
Obina a high with say CEO dear.
What's the proof?
Meaning say ebia met me a be adwuma na my high CEO.
I'm the owner. I own the restaurant. And if you want
it is a wotie nipa baako for or say I co-own it. Oba United Showbiz or say I am the owner. I own the restaurant. Now there na akofa sam komo nyina ba. Em say ye ohwa na amanfo sha say so mo ko peduane adi o restaurant o. Previously yes obekọ bia na fia o. Ba afi nipa bi mu ko ya u sister ni hobim no mu bisa nsem say na de u sister ni ha bi man na ja Twitter foi omo ma asem na ena yes sister fia e de betu mu say say no ehọ no kra no oni obiem eti wa bekọ akodidi obi and you do that at your own risk seni say wuntia nipa bi nti anti ase na nipa duedum say chiremu yi na say wo number so na da so adwuma ne number so adwuma na wo se wo dia na ede na wo beka say obi didi wo ho e na odidi wo ho at ni own risk e na aduane no kran so ebo kra den dodo ne say wa adwuma so e na afia de beto abonti say adwuma ne de enye ono nko ane dia o mu 40%. I say my 40% ownership of 8th Avenue restaurant is very factual and backed by law. I don't necessarily need to be at the helm of affairs as a proud legal owner. If in doubt, kindly refer to registration number no there too. Next say we share registration number no the beto no na amanfo kodigi mu kakra ban so a ye hu say Kwabena Sapon bi director and sana Andrea Owusu efia enso ye director no say secretary na say o san hwe shares na anase percentages na ampase o mu 40% na abrantie na Kwabena no so mu 60%. But the question we are asking is, why do these so-called celebrities, you know, eto bia na omo pese omo di adwin di agrosa kojo aden
no na say as a people no you pay attention to esan say oya dan a onipa no be celebrity or some kind of influence on amanfo omodi nachi, whether you like it or not. Obehu ni say oye ni pabone na oti say obi be no obi kra be chirichime na we nye celebrity so you obi a why popular na say wagidi eno na ye ka amanfo timi kɔ because of a year no nti, cause o tiny pane said then cry one crofo so no dono for whoever he or she is. And you know SSS society any ebon who say near ma e be a more ya sha a bit minutes and so bonny abre or man for so it me bo man for a home by. It's an say what ton sa a restaurant team man for akodi di wo because of a year no to me kai on sister fear nya sa beef kakrai sister fia kra be kai e mo no oba deny so or shares wo ni ade ama e buy we oba kai sister fia kra sa be tuti you don't cast
last
at last you don't cast there's a name bi ano ka no I feel the Ghana for evidence no na eda ho na mo me asama wa be if you don na be tweet say you eat there at your own risk.
I say I'm no longer affiliated with 8th Avenue. Eat at your own risk.
No na huma me. I say yeka. Eat there at your own risk. Ni saying say den. Nuane amono a ho no nya papa na say den because say company bi say bi a allowed to we no mo so me ne despite media nya adwuma bi mu a. Now they are about to say do business with them at your own risk.
Meanwhile, previously, me na me encourage you, man.
Encouraging for say or mama made the one.
Yeah, next year for me say your business why is at your own risk.
At your own risk. You could have just said so. Say me ni hobby mo ntie bia. Sa na kan ntie bi obi a wonti no okọ no. Na e bia wa twe ne ho. Ye hu say wo ba bi fofra na e bia o ma about. But sa statement say eat there at your own risk. Na say yetimi ebusa nsem say dient na man ne tno saa de no eniama boni bi wo ho omo ye o restaurant wa owo ho nom no na omo ye a onim ye nimu ebetimi aha amanfo a omo ba kwa kodiro a mena wa free hoyi eno nti na oka saa na na esese yetimi busa ya no enye saa de bia no omo a innocent people omo no bia de bia wo ya omo nya odo bia ma wa omo nso no uka bibi emomutie no de bia and then we take them for a ride. It is ochina uti we say bia another brand bi be foul if you odo so ene ye me adwuma na ne omunya issue a na wasan aba social media na wa be rubbish sa brand na say wo be encouraging crowd say mo ne omunye adwuma bi mu ana. Is it how you want to use your celebrity status no bra Ghana for bebre na no edi wachi omo pewasem omo town ene ade nyina no omo ka ho ana se wodo ho bata brand bi a omo kondo se omo ba ababeto saa niam na omo ton ni bi na I say as ye di agrododo edu ba bi a some of them we issue ben issue ben say obi say ade na nya wo dia e na wo say wo dia once we over part wo ni dia obetimi afra won say we owner because you are a co-owner. It be a co-owner and where you are to chain and now you so na. Yes, because of a common one. Okay, when what be show receipt say shares room. I don't think a problem a dane who prove why na doubt to say if you enya wo de anti o pese o prove to what e dey say na wa free mo no ade omo de omo nye enye obi percentage na aka no de 77 on pese obeye adwuma na omo gusu ye adwuma enti wo ba be rubbish say obi kodidi wo no mo a and we ye aduane asem ne ye kan
enti we na asasem ya wakan no kwa nanka wo senka FDA fo aduo dadada hwehwem didn't you say at your own risk?
At your own risk, where you journal
a dangerous statement.
Kasa we see a can ebia olawo ye one bank bi ye adwuma. Right? And as on company bi ye adwuma na o as an individual no only other people ye adwuma. And it's all free why and no company no na beba so asuma si one ye nye adwuma biemu. And it say only ye adwuma ebia sesa odi niam bi hye ne sai bi yesika anaja pade bi ebe fa no so de abre company na se na free na ekọ no on kan ye ho biam say on ne ye adwuma you do so at your own risk sa amre no na me hu say yesterday but not when wo company bi mu a wo shares wo mu na say wo fi say wo free company no ma o ka kira amanfo say na we so ye aduane edi edi ko ye num o ka kira o mo say you eat there at your own risk and it is at your own risk no. As I say, Obano Oba be chire sansem no mo.
I'll say FDA folks here, they should as soon as possible pay a visit to the place. Say Food and Drugs Board, so they under FDA, right? Say Diani.
Yeah.
So I think that send you me all come no yard, also moko. No muko dream a kwa mo fasu no munuani. The hygienic nature and everything to be sure say nipa omudidi no they are safe because 40% shareholder I see you eat there at your own risk.
Yes.
Hey,
risky bang so woni ho ye ba na wote wo na wo be ma ye brofo ne yasre na na eno na ye risk na say be ma be gima duane a medi no what is the risk?
What is that risk?
Minyanka ya frɛ no no wa be kyerɛ risk na wo ka say
risk ben walk
risk no ye pese ye te ase say obi ene wante wa asem nye obi a na wo social media ana nye followers no kra omo kɔ hɔ na omo hu na omo na omo abɛ tweeting na ye hu ebi mu hɔ onimu kra mpo sɛ restaurant we ye fie odo de a o twam wo baabi na ekom de ne wa bawura hɔ na wa kwa akodidi san krofo no ye bɔ omo benti no e dey risk na wo pa kyerɛ sɛ omo kodidi wo hɔ abra wa free hɔ nom no enti sɛ wo hɔ nom na ebi a e fa ne sɛ ebi a wo hɔ na wo check e ma omo ye ne ma yi
anasa wo no ena na wo katakata no ma bi a wa unim sɛ enye so eti wa free hɔ no anasa bi a sa no ma ni binti ena waka ase yensesa ne yensesa no
wagyae
ena na wo bɛka kyerɛ sɛ ye didi wo hɔ a ye didi wo hɔ at our own risk ena no si ekɔ ne ekɔhwehwɛ no ma kora na risk kora no no kyerɛ nko agoku nkɔfo ma
what I say and no say e ha de bia no ye de niema sɛbi as o man no niema bi wa ye mpe attention I say social media no ye aso empanifo no aso omo hwe nhwe ase de ekozo obi a
omo hwe pa
emfa enso mo wo ho mo hwe
o de omo teams si
what ma say entumu yenum sam wo ho mo hwe mo follow emra mo hia omo de omo aye omo bibi no aye mo bibi ehia mo frɛ omo eba ema mo ye so omo ye niema na nse o start so o ye demo so ye hu ne course wo man mu eno ti say obi make such statement na yentimi antwe amɛ no ne yankasa asɛm a wakan de ye mfa ne trasa because ye aduane asɛm ne ye kan enti wo sound warning na wo ma no wade abeto ho tra na wakwakoda no omo ahu sa message ya omo kɔ hɔ na omo kwa akodidi no risk ben ɛho asɛm ɛne ye
risk ben
ɛno ntino me de ɛno ne hia me ne o keka ni na de so be prove a kyerɛ nkrɔfo sɛ na ɔbɔbra papa na sɛ ɔyɛ adwumaden ɛne nti na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ saa nneɛma we nyina no ɛho hiam na mmom no ɛyɛ risk na ɔno a kyerɛ no mepɛ sɛ yɛ busa no sɛ risk ben
na woka akua unia ba risk ben ɛne wɔka ho asɛm
ɔsi unia ba I don't think if your door has any shares in the business.
Oh, but say company registration
or can say I'm no longer affiliated with it.
Maybe I say what on the shares.
Maybe I know we free move completely because I say I'm no longer a 40% shares. You can't say you're no longer, even if you are not part of the management team or you're not part of the governing body or whatever it is. No, the profit of the business to comes directly to your pocket. What you are saying, ain't no business our 40% share woman. There is nowhere. Obetimi akoja maybe a cassentie it's there at your own day
at your own risk. Hey,
I say I'm no longer affiliated, so I am thinking say it could be that she was part of those omuko founding co-owning what the shares one, but at this point she doesn't have any share. But I think that the conversation basically comes back to how Ghanaian celebrities, they don't have any regard for PR, basically. Because if you sat on very big platforms now, who say you are part of it, and mind you are an influencer. Okay, bimutie what you say. And see, Shasanya, ubo interview in crowd with Miss Gia. Send your cast or currency. See the way Miss G and now that they can say and they promote here. You get it, because then there's a certain goodwill like what celebrities say almost na platforms be by their mere affiliation to certain things. No, they get certain things. Maybe another person nyanesa. And there are people I'm guessing say they also go and eat there because of a field the brand a field is affiliated to it, And if you're a celebrity, you are worth your salt. Do you know what you would have done? Even if it was a tweet, there should have been a formal statement to be a or direct, well thought through, devoid of emotions, because clearly such statements now will make here in as much as it wasn't long, it was so emotionally a pure emotions on the trial.
As a broken heart,
no celebrity in the right state of mind or new brand hoping to work with another brand in the future will make a post like this. This is purely led by emotions. What you are saying, and to the best way she could have gone. Senya could FDA was say FDA company could have just been say I am no longer affiliated with the It Avenue, but those of you that go there or want to go there because of me, just know I am no longer there. Asa,
eat there at your own risk.
What you say? But if you just make a post and say that it's there at your own risk, now honestly, if I were the new owner or I was part of the management team of that restaurant, I would have actually sued the Fyodor. Because sell me business. It's there at your own risk when it comes to a brand that has got to do with food. What are you trying to say? What you are saying? Ghana the same bit are growing to be a fire so. I would have sued you if you played your role as because I'm sure say as a co-owner, you were privy to certain things the ordinary person was not aware of. And whether or not it's something that conflicts with your moral or your ethics away through her, it is not your place to come and tell the people say it's there at your own risk. What is there in here? It is risky to the people come to court and come and tell us.
Now no cry now 60% no more share humanas no ben or more to contract ben exit clause net to say.
But you see, even what even that part is secondary. As a field, as a brand where she has reached, I don't expect her to make certain dumb pronunciation say.
No, but if we had documented everything and be able to stipulate say will be free more, you don't go and do A B C D E F. It would have cut this whole thing short. And quote him emotional statement.
But even with that not being in place, if you already don't act smart, that is a very dumb thing to do for somebody who claims that she's educated than all of us. Because mind you, your brand is built by the affiliation. No, honestly. No.
She's educated and all of us in the show.
What's it then?
The one that she says she's educated and all of us.
No, I'm not going to retract. Do you know why?
I say Asho. Asho.
I said she's educated. I said we said that question. I feel like you get it? Because mind you, they are brands they affiliate with you by or influence now one say, oh, you know what? Can be about your brand na actually don't do it. And if the brand feels like in the future, about your way and about our way, in the future, if something doesn't go well, that's a or bet me turn the same influence against us. Now, how do you think you stand in the world of influencing? I mean, any sensible brand shouldn't have to what Charlie. But this is pure common sense. Somebody like a Fyodor or be your uncle school or yes, you will get it. But what if you're bra, we say, oh, yeah, himano. How do you act like this? Now, make can say, if she took PR seriously, or had somebody who just drafted something for her, this thing was just riddled with too much emotions. Just too much. And for someone you want to build an entire career on influence, this was a very dumb move.
And I said, Ebiana 40%, you know. Just
4,000.
Paper so keke.
Ebiana or paper.
Ebiana or paper so.
Kashi Bianca.
Yes, into who say, or no, the new Nyama a day. I'm a Juman, Adi a Juman Nessiho. And a name chino. Obey destroy everything.
Okay, you know, it could also be. It could also be.
Okay,
what I say?
Yeah.
Met or no one nim or influence. It's na paper. Oh, yeah, 40% or not. So what they banning or resources or following new influence.
That's your 40%.
That equates the 40%.
It's nice one shit and for Sikabian.
It could be. And now, if you are money in your bibia. Who ni no
onu say wa hype ade na wi afi na
mo di na anima ton ade no because na o mo ka so mbe ko no tete
eti na ma men say no
eti say na ebe ko gold ye
enkoko na
ha nti ni ogu no but on kan say nipa wa dwuma
na o pese ebe ko go abese kokko na Ghana boy e bono kumasi say no clear say nke be kokko na na
ono de wan clear say o ka kra mu be fu sa aye boy ben no me hu nipa pro
we new player
okay e ho de ko dia
I was a pitch na fashion pitch no
pitch be
pitch na
ball ujina po anim keep anim ni na ball ba
they gonna go for
prebo to am ya gba say e pitch engofo no mo de no mo ball Stamford Bridge won ayi omo no ball Stamford Bridge
ko
we
United for now.
Why? Yeah, make up was. Advantage is
they say brasa crab ba me ampa na me da ho coming. Aden mama dia ya kondo niam ya kondo nyina mama ya po.
Ye na ubesu yeah, go there and get back to us.
Yes, just show us an Obo.
Yeah.
Yes, a new project that is out on all streaming platforms in the Japan. Maseda featuring Nana Dobia Sikapale na nino kwabara enti usanu enyu mabom.
Yeah. I'm TikTok for the
yeah. Oh, I unfortunately the new money adena unco viral. Yeah, but this project is a very new project. It's called Maseda. It was all streaming platforms. It also comes with a video that was shot by Mark Wellis. More question when so at the Japan Maseda featuring Nana Dobia Sikapa. Please stream it.
Kojo?
Yeah, kono. Funny face. Na meka say Ghana for. Sorry. Na one ho ba. He said they were chire bibia me an say ono ankasa wontumi enye. Ti say bibi wo ha e betumi aya. Yen ansana.
Me da say Kojo Kane na motene neno one akua tili nipa. I was at the BCA Medindi Ola Michael Metrema mi apen kwesi aboaje na Jumadi Salamat kuku apensa ne Isabella ene hihye Jumadi na Michael ni squad so ato social media ma sabi yetimi anya bi ahwe ya sorry so na odi an kanso ne na bedwafo aba beto aso na mesuma akoto aso e wo neat 100.9 abuja